James for the untouchable, true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow.
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so let's get these videos pumping for 2025. Hope everybody's having a great start to the year, as I know I am here in Japan. And you know, one of the really big names in boxing, one of the real needle movers, one of the guys that anytime they speak, it's news, you know, is Anthony Joshua. You know, much like Canelo, much like Tank, these guys, they push the needle of popularity in boxing beyond boxing. So anytime they talk, it's news. Anytime they do anything, it's news. And so I've spent a lot of time over the years talking about Anthony Joshua, and we're gonna continue that trend here on True School Sports. So Anthony Joshua did an interview recently, and you know, he didn't say a whole lot, but the main thing that he did say, as far as what his plans are for the future, for the remaining parts of his career, he stated that, and I quote, that's my target in 2025. I'm targeting Tyson Fury. Now, this comes as welcome news because really and truthfully, you know, like Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, these are two heavyweights that in the post-Klitschko era, they've been two of the biggest names. They've really both, I think, been a net positive to boxing. And you know, it's funny because like in the wake of Usyk beating all these guys, you're hearing words like overrated being thrown around, and maybe these guys were a little bit overrated because they didn't quite live up fully to like their expectations. But you can't deny that Joshua and Fury both have been good for heavyweight boxing in the post-Klitschko era, and you can't deny that Fury and Joshua haven't been really good for, you know, British boxing. So I feel like, you know, Joshua and Fury have been afforded the luxury to make a lot of money, to be involved in some really big fights and profit off of this moment in time from Saudi Arabia where there's a lot of money being pumped into the sport. So now I feel like, look, they've secured the financial legacy. They've been in big fights. They both have made big names for themselves. I think this is the right way to go out. This is the proper way to go out. I feel it's not even just the right way to go out. I feel like it's a duty. I feel like it's a responsibility to the British boxing public for these two to fight each other. And not just fight each other because, like, you know, I know there's been a lot of issues made about, like, on this channel, like, oh, well, you know, BT, you shouldn't have a problem with the fights as long as the fights are happening. And most of the time I don't care, to be honest with you. I don't care if they're in Saudi, but what I can say is this is a fight that I think the British public needs. I think this is a Wembley Stadium fight. This needs to be on British soil because these two right here, for a lot of people wanted to see these guys fight each other a couple years ago when, you know, they had all the belts. This could have been an undisputed fight at one moment in time. Didn't happen, you know, and that's why they all these guys like Joshua and Fury and Wilder, they all allowed Usyk to even exist and be a thing. Like, cause had these guys just fought each other, we would have had an undisputed guy right away, and there would have been a man of the division. But they didn't do that. They all kind of wasted time. They couldn't grab the division by the horns, and that's why, like, as fun as the era was, it could have been so much more for these guys if they had just grabbed the division by the horns and made the fights like Joshua versus Wilder, Fury versus Joshua, and so on and so forth. So look, I think it's a really good fight. I think you look at like Joshua, he's been beat up twice by Usyk, just like Fury has been beat by Usyk twice, but he's had more losses. You know, he's lost to Andy Ruiz, got stopped. You know, he's lost to Daniel Dubois as recently as last year. So he's been through a lot of struggles in his career, very up and down fighter, right? But he has been the golden boy of British boxing. He's been the guy that, you know, the companies won and pumped all the sponsorship dollars into early in his career and throughout the prime of his career. But now it's like, okay, these guys have history. Joshua sparred Fury back in the day. Joshua was sparring Fury before he even turned pro. And Tyson Fury was talking very glowingly about him back then. So now it's like, okay, you guys don't really have much to do. The only fight I think that I would accept for either one of these guys, apart from them fighting each other, would be, of course, Anthony Joshua versus Wilder, because all the history they have, and that could have been an undisputed fight. back when Tyson Fury wasn't even a factor in heavyweight boxing. So I would be okay with Joshua versus Wilder. But in terms of going out the right way, in terms of holding the responsibility of both being two of the premier names in British boxing, I think Joshua and Fury have a responsibility and owe it to the British public to do this fight for once and for all, and to see who's who. And then, you know, they'll both get paid well, they'll both sell a lot of tickets, and a lot of people are still interested in that fight. So, yeah, and it's a really good fight too, because, like, I think I always said Tyson Fury would beat the brakes off Anthony Joshua. I still think he would beat Anthony Joshua pretty convincingly, honestly, just because I think Anthony Joshua has probably taken more punishment, and I think Tyson Fury has always been better. He's just a better heavyweight than Anthony Joshua. Let's face it. Joshua has, obviously, he's very strong and has good pedigree as an amateur, but Tyson Fury, especially when you judge both their performances against Usyk, they both lost twice against Usyk. I think Fury in both losses had a better performance against Usyk. Yeah, even in the rematch, I think in the rematch he fought one of his best fights, and a lot of people are not giving him his just due for the performance he had in the rematch, because they want to just use the fact that he lost to say that he's overrated or that he's not as good as advertised, and that's okay. But he did make a lot of adjustments. He came up short simply because Usyk was better. But yeah, that's the news, man. Anthony Joshua is targeting Tyson Fury. That's welcome news, because Anthony Joshua is a fighter that's always looked and seen out the biggest and best challenges. That's why he has 4 losses, because he's always been willing to fight the best. And that's why I respect him. And that's why you'll never hear me really talk bad about Anthony Joshua. But I think that'd be a great way to go out. That'd be a great way to end and cap off this era and give the British public what they want, and really, allow the next generation heavyweights like Dubois and Mosley, Talma, and so on and so forth, the young crop to take the reins after that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Anthony Joshua says he's targeting Tyson Fury. They're gonna fight he wants to fight him in 2025 this year. So let me know what you guys think. Who are you guys favoring? Any of you out there favoring Anthony Joshua? If so, let me know why. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you click right over here.